for bringing it right to the sweater.
You're looking good. We're going to start with the sweater always. Let's get to your list. Billboard's Artist of the Year. Drum roll, please.
It's Adele, and it's kind of fascinating because Adele now has been Artist of the Year 2 years in a row. Her album 21 came out 2 years ago and just never stopped. First artist to be Artist of the Year twice in a row since Destiny's Child in 2000, and first album to be Album of the Year 2 years in a row since a little album named Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Wow, so February of 2011 is when that album came out.
That's right.
Both years just off that one album.
Just never stopped. I mean, even this year, 2 years later, she was the #4 singles artist of the year.
So what does that tell us about her? I mean, what happens next for her? I mean, she's obviously had a couple albums already.
Yeah.
She's selling in a way that albums haven't really been selling lately.
That's right. Yeah, this album sold 10 million copies, which I thought would honestly never happen again in this era of the recording industry. I think what it tells us is she is in that enviable, unenviable spot of having to follow up, you know, one of those once-in-a-lifetime blockbuster kind of things. So, you know, everyone's watching, everyone's going to see what she does. But one thing you can be assured of is it's going to be a quality album because she hasn't put out bad music.
She's got the talent to back it up.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about Rihanna, a bunch of #1 hits this year. What's her honor?
Well, you know, she was the Hot 100 Artist of the Year, spent an enormous amount of time at #1 on the charts. We Found Love, Diamonds, really just didn't stop. And it was good for her because, you know, I think a lot of people can focus on the controversies around Rihanna, who she's dating and how provocative she's being. But, you know, honestly, I think she really embraces that role of pop star. She gives people something to talk about, and she never gets away from releasing great songs.
A lot of big hits this year. The hottest songs of the year we're talking about, and you went to T.D.A.
Yeah, T.D.A, somebody that I used to know. Just by the math, you know, the song spent, I think, 8 or 9 weeks at #1 on the Billboard charts, hung around in the top 5, top 10, literally almost forever, all year long. Great story. You know, the song kind of, most people kind of got to discover it online first, or a lot of people discovered it online first. Had that super artsy video. I think you're seeing it right now. And then, you know, radio took over, and it became unavoidable on almost every format, every station. It had dance remixes, it had, you know, pop type. So it was a great song for her.
There's something about it. It's got staying power. A lot of new artists this year.
Maybe more staying power than he does. We'll see if we'll see if he becomes somebody that we used to know.
We'll see. Now, tell me about One Direction. We got to go there.
Yeah.
Big year for new artists.
It was a great year for new artists. If you look at like the Grammy nominations, because the Grammys are coming up in February, it's just such an incredibly strong field. Frank Ocean, Hunter Hayes, Alabama Shakes, which is a new band that a lot of people need to hear more of. Amazing lead singer, Britney. But One Direction became one of the first bands in a long while to sell 1 million copies of 2 different albums in 1 year. They were just a force, and anyone who kind of, you know, even was remotely aware of music and music-related headlines knows that, you know, their tickets for concerts were going on sale and getting not only snapped up right away, but then showing up on resale sites for, you know, thousands of dollars. This was the ticket that every little girl and boy had to have this year.
And they blew out our plaza when they were here, that's for sure. Call Me Maybe, Gangnam Style. The web played huge this year in its success of them.
Well, in addition to new artists, I would say social media was probably the other big story of the year because both of those songs are evidence that you can really develop a hit without necessarily having the traditional radio, the traditional record backing. So, of course, Gangnam Style comes out, has this amazing video, and everyone just flocks to it. The song has, like, I think 100 million views before radio even gets to it. Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen's good buddy Justin Bieber sends out a tweet saying that people should check out the song and doing a fun little video, and it just explodes on the Billboard
charts. So what's the lesson there for an artist who wants something to explode?
Well, the first lesson would be get Justin Bieber to tweet about it.
That helps. Right.
Right. And then I think the second lesson is if you make something great and people can connect with it online, you know, that word of mouth marketing online, that social marketing can be the most powerful tool in the world.
All right, Bill Werde in this sweater. Great to see you, man. Happy New Year. We'll be right back, but first, your local news.